Can you hear me in my glasses? Thank you.
Welcome back to Bellingen Oval for our fourth and final game of the girls under 18s of the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships, Day 1, pool matches. So this fixture is going to be Victoria Secondary Schools taking on Western Australian Secondary Schools. Just running through the team lists. For the Victorian side, number 1, Sammy Lee Gun Tuai. Number 2, Kiana Gordon. Number 3 is Jada Petalesio. 4 is Lorde Sakira. 5, Mona Taleo. 6 is Summer Luumanu. 7, Tiana Teo. 8, Manaya Cooper. 9, Louisa Teretoa. 10 is Kamanu Lee Dennis. 11, Cassidy Kaotia. 12 is Paige Diaz. 14, Kalila Have. 15 is Esther Kayatini. 16, Leilani Weatherby. 17, Rosabella Asiata. 18 is Fayalangia Nemo. 19, Naya Telesia Tukino. And 20 is Pearl Magatoriga.
And have a look at this Western Australian side there on the left-hand side of your screen. Where number 1 today is Sydney Cow. Number 2, Tia Haraki. 4 is Bria Kawau. 5, Valeria Banza. 6, Indiana Thames. 7, Leocadia Tiare. 8, Jency Marto. 9 is Willow Leach. 10, Rakahura Tukawahu, which I understand means honey. And 11, Manaya Thomas. 12, Caitlin Loader. 13 today is Chloe Amatate. 14, Isabella Hopping. 15, Malika Williams. 16, Lalira Dane. 17, Tiffany Foneyam. 18, Manawanu Tuakarina. 19, Jessica Cow. Coached by John Howe, and that is the Western Australian 18 years female side.
So Western Australia with first use of the ball in this one. And Thomas up towards the 40. So they've gone front rower, back rower as Caitlin Loader takes the tackle just shy of the 40-metre line as Tyrea, goes left. So last play here for WA, just short of the halfway line. And going to be a kick. It's going to be allowed to bounce. Haraki has to go back and pick it up, but the chase was pretty non-existent on the left-hand side for WA, and plenty of metres as though Haraki tries to get the ball back inside, and the offload ends up in the hands of WA. So she did a really good job initially, but obviously just the offload picking up a WA player on that occasion as Tukiwaho up to the 30 now. And this is Loader back in behind the ruck, grabbed by the shirt there. Great tackle. And they come back to the middle. Torea, dummies, goes, bounces away from the first. There's not much of her, but she fought through a couple of tackles there. As Leach waits at dummy half. And it comes right here. This is Thomas. And 10 metres short of the line is Thomas. Hopping in at dummy half, and they come to this short side. Jersey's all tied up, so I can't see. I think that's... and last play here, Leach is going to go for a dart out of dummy half. Just saw a fraction of an opening there. They closed the gap nicely, did Victoria, and it's going to be a changeover just a couple of metres out from their own goal line. And Haraki
didn't gain anything there. Running from dummy half again. Here's another dummy half run.
Corcow. So nice run here. It's the 16 in Weatherby. And down the right-hand side, Jada Patelesio. So they come right and they rushed up defensively there, tried to make the stop. And they eventually bring down front rower in Cooper. So kick here from Tio, and ball allowed to bounce, and it's going to roll. It's going to be picked up pretty much on the goal line. They've lost it. Ball's play on. Oh, confusion and
very strange.
An opportunist try there for Tiana Tio out of Victoria. She chased her own kick nicely, and I'm not too sure what happened at the back there for WA. Just a bit of a mix-up in picking up the ball. And
won't they be embarrassed with that? Those two young ladies just standing there looking at the ball and watching their opponent pick it up and casually put it over the line. Haven't seen that one very often, have you?
No, that's as I said, it's very much an opportunist try there for Tiana Tio out of Mernda Central College. Looks like she's going to do the goal kicking as well, the number 7.
She's taken it back a long way.
So she's about.
Let's hope the distance isn't a problem for her.
Just trying to open up the angle for herself.
Look at that cameraman under the post line on the ground there. I want to get a good photo of this one. Haven't seen that before.
Plenty of action shots here at the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Tournament as Tio just to the right-hand side and didn't quite have the legs on it on that occasion. So an early try here to Victoria, leading 4 points to 0 over Western Australia. Looks to be a fairly evenly matched contest so far. Still a long way to go in this one, though.
It certainly is, and strange things have been happening in this, especially with that try. That was the most unusual try I think you'll see in a long time. And the young kicker taking it back that far, it was very little chance of making the distance from where she was. As you said, Hayden, though, it's a long time to go in this game. We can wait to see what develops, but hopefully we won't see something as unusual as that try again.
So Western Australia will kick us back off here. They'll be hoping to complete a strong defensive set, whilst Victoria looking to complete as Havea. It's her way up over the 30 on play 1. Nice run here. Mania Cooper just had a good start to the game as the front rower. Tio, the try scorer, just turns in Dennis. And Dennis, both front rowers for Victoria, really causing some havoc as the ball comes out the back here. And it was stolen. The referee, I think he got tipped off by his touch judge on that occasion. So more pressure coming here for WA, with Victoria going to start a set right on top of the 30-metre line. And met solidly there. Ball comes left to Lu'umanu, and Lu'umanu gets it on to Leo. To Leo, still going to Leo. And I think she's crashed over as well.
I think she has.
Wow, determination there Mona Taleo out of Fountain Gate Secondary College. You thought she was stopped for all money, but she just kept pumping those legs, and the WA defenders fell off, and she manages to crash over in the corner. So Victoria really gaining some ascendancy early. So it's the big front rowers for the engine room of Victoria really getting to work early in this one. Lee Dennis and Mania Cooper really just rolling up the middle of the park.
Tiana Tia, wish you a chance of putting this one, Hayden.
I'm going to back her in on this occasion. Good side for the right foot kicker. Just a quick tie of the shoelace. And just going to push it across the face of goal is Tio. So score's going to stay at 8 points to 0. Victoria leading Western Australia. They've gone back-to-back tries in quick succession, have Victoria. And starting to show a little bit of dominance here. So about halfway through this first half. Our final pool game for the girls 18s here today. And the ball finds the line. They get a result here, WA.
Don't they ever?
So a nice high kick off produced there by Caitlin Loader. And just went over the head of the Victorian player and bounced just inside the touchline. So they're going to get an opportunity to go on the attack here, WA.
Scrum goes down about 28 metres out from the try line for Western Australia.
So they're set very deep off the scrum here, WA. And nowhere to go on that occasion for Taria and Loader. Nice line back in behind the ruck, struggling to get to play the ball, and she earns a penalty for her side. So given they're already 30 metres out from the line, you'd think they would just tap and go here. And Leach does tap and go. Gives it off to Martia. And turning back inside, Loader. She's been strong for Victoria. Bit of a shining, Western Australia, sorry. Leach, the ball at dummy half, and this is Koru. And shifting it to their right hand side here now, getting it through the hands. They've created a little bit of an overlap, but the ball couldn't find Isabella Hopping on that occasion. As it comes back to the middle, lofted pass. This is Dane. And touched, regathered here. Oh, not called by the referee or the touchy there. I thought that was touched by Victoria in flight off the boot of Taria.
I thought the same.
But play the ball for Victoria, 10 metres out from their own line as they're going to work it away now from their own end. Gun to Y with the first carry, the fullback. here by Gordon. And Gordon gets a nice offload away. Picks up the dummy half, who again finds an offload. And then Lu'umanu finds the winger, most recent try scorer. Oh, she does a great job to stay in there to Leo.
She did, actually. Very good job.
And this is Ka'otia. Ka'otia just bouncing away, fending off defenders. Comes to Guntuai. She's got options inside and out. Takes on the defence herself. Couple of plays to go here for Victoria. And out of dummy half. Te Are Toa out of Fountain Gate Secondary College. So they've claimed another try here. It's really nice work. Quick play the ball by fullback Sammy Lee Guntuai. And taking full advantage, the little number 9, Louisa Te Are Toa. Extends the lead, so Victoria out to a 12 points to 0 lead with just over 5 minutes left to go in this first half. So Louisa Te Are Toa. Set up by a really nice charge by Paige Diaz.
Have you ever seen a photographer lie on the ground so much while they take their shots? It's a very unusual stance.
It's all about those angles, Daryl. So a little bit easier one here for Tiana Teo. And again, she's just going to slice it across the face of the goal. So conversion unsuccessful. Score's going to stay Victoria 12, Western Australia 0. So number 19 coming on for Western Australia, Jessica Cow.
Tommy, run! Good.
Underway again, and saw Victoria come up at this time. And again, and plenty of ground every time with the ball. Oh, that's a big tackle.
Tipping tackle made there by Tyria. Bouncing straight back to her feet was and a good strong charge here by Takino. Teo just drops in Cooper, who picks up 15, 20 metres almost every time she carries the ball at the moment. Manaya Cooper and Lu'umanu. And they've spilt it on this occasion, Victoria.
Just couldn't hold on to that one. Bit awkward pass on the hip.
So in the dying stages of this first half here, Western Australia are going to have a scrum feed 22 metres out from their own line. Haven't seen too much of the ball, Western Australia. It's been all, after sort of the first 5 minutes, it's been all Victoria. Scrum's been fed, but the referee wants a redo on that one.
Yeah, Western Australia's struggling to make any ground when they have the ball, but let's see if they can come up with something.
Taria and gets it onto Loader.
Same girl who's been making the breaks for him before, though.
Caitlin Loader out of
Yeah,
Rockingham
he's having a
Senior
good game.
High School. Looks to be a bit of a go-to. Ka'u. Now up the middle through Amataiti. Ball comes to Mato. Mato's set upon. Still inside their own half here, Western Australia. And a little bit quick out of marker there on that occasion was Taquino. And Leach draws the penalty for WA.
I think they should just take the tap rather than try to find the line.
I
They've missed the line so many teams.
They are going to just take the tap here. Just looking for someone to have the hit up. Good strong run, that one. Ka'u. There's Leach out of dummy half. This little dart from the hooker. It's the 5'8" Victoria, Lu'amanu, who was left on the ground, back in the defensive line now. As they come left here, sweeping out the back is...
and Loader managed to drop that one.
And they've put this one down, unfortunately. So, a little bit scrappy towards the back end of this first half. With only a couple of seconds left to go, you think probably not going to have time to pack down the scrum before the hooter goes.
Victoria, loose head and feed.
And there it goes in the background. So half-time score here is going to be 12 points to 0 with Victoria leading Western Australia. We'll take a short break and we'll see you back for the second half.
We certainly will.
Hey Study Squad, it's Casey Ray. Come take a look at what a typical day for me looks like.
When you pray or answer, you walk through life just like a dancer. If I had my way, every day would be a parade. Ooh, I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. And I pray you never lose your star. I'm so proud of all that you are. Ooh, I adore you. Life just like a dancer. If I had my way, every day would be a parade. Ooh, I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. And I pray you never lose your star.
And that's what a typical day for me looks like. Thanks for joining me.
What it means to be national champions to us is it's everything. The school's invested a lot of time and money in giving the girls their own identity within sport. So we're a standalone program from the boys, and for the girls to be able to be crowned national championship is just really a recognition of all the hard work they put in, as well as the support that the school gives us to be able to do that as well.
When that final whistle went, the first thing that went through my head was like, we really did it. We really made history, girls. Like, I was so proud of all my girls. They put their trust in me, and I'm just so glad that we could come out with that win. We definitely made history for the school. We were definitely the first national champions for both girls and boys. We were the first to ever take it that far, and yeah, it was really good.
I reckon it means a lot to the school because now that we've put ourselves out there for the country, everyone knows who we are, everyone knows our name, and everyone knows what we're like and the reputation that we're giving them.
So here at Maple Park we've got 3 core pillars that we've aimed to build our program around. So family, legacy and pride. And I guess the reason for those, family comes first in everything we do. It's a huge part of the culture that we have in our school is putting family first, whether that be outside of school or the connections we have here. Legacy is all about leaving the Jersey in a better place than what we got it. So we've had a number of really successful girls come through the program, and to see them give back to the school in some way is always fantastic. And then pride, we want the girls to be proud of what they do, put their best foot forward in life, whether it's in footy or beyond as well.
I want to be an NRW player. I want to make it, and Mabel has obviously put the pathway out for us girls and for myself. Moving here from Toowoomba, I was looking for a rugby league school to go to. We looked into Mabel and we saw that they do a lot for their girls rugby league, which is obviously really good because, you know, some other schools will just like invest a lot more into their boys. When I chose this school, I knew that I was going to get looked after and us girls were just going to be just important as the boys.
As a school, Maple Park is students first in everything we do, and that reflects in our footy as well. So a lot of our community partnerships and sponsors have jumped on board to be able to give our girls the opportunity to do the sport that they love and succeed no matter what path they choose.
Stop that. Stop that. I hear him chatting the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, not so tough, but must keep walking.
To the second half here of the final pool game on day 1 of the under-18s Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships. It's Victoria currently leading Western Australia 12 points to 0. And back underway.
We're underway for sure.
Chiquino with the first hit up of the second half.
Give room now, girls. A pen. Go on. Penalty, one more miss.
Cooper's been very, very good for Victoria.
16 all the way, all the way.
It's hard to handle through that middle third of the park. And this is Nemo. First carry for Nemo.
All the way.
They come right through Tio. Tio's got some space through his gun to eye. She's down the right-hand touchline. Covers coming across. She steps inside them. Still going. Oh, and the pass given straight back to Western Australia. She must have called for that one. Wow.
I suppose the big question is, did she call that or did she not?
I don't think it really matters whether she caught it or not. She ended up with the ball in the end. And then they're going to get a penalty here, so offside. A little bit eager on that occasion was the halfback in Tio. And she gives away the penalty.
In that one.
So they're going to neglect to find the touch. It's going to be Dane to tap and go. And they pick. This is Marto. And her front row partner, Honey Jukiwaho. And again,
Another great
loader
one.
straight
Same
through the
girl.
middle. And, oh, geez, and the penalty's given there. So she earned the right for a quick play the ball there, did Caitlin Loader, and they just couldn't help themselves. It was Nemo, and Tukino just flopped in after the tackle was completed. So full set inside the 20 here for Western Australia. Just need to be careful there, Tiana Teo, just lifting that single leg. Saw quite a few penalties for that at the 15s and 16s carnival last week in Port Macquarie. So looking to post their first points here. The ball comes right. Can't see the number out that side. Good pick up there by the halfback, Tyria, and she's still going, Tyria, and she just loses the ball in the contact going towards ground. So disappointing end to what was a promising set for Western Australia. Just can't seem to find that last pass or break the tackle in order to get over the line. And Victoria opted for a centre field scrum. So both sides pretty slow to get to the scrum at this point in time, which is interesting given we're only a few minutes into the
Yeah, again, this very, very
Second
slow
half.
setting the scrums.
TO to feed, and they come right through gun to eye, and there's going to be a break. Oh, and they've turned it over on play one. So not. It was just a little bit too far out in front of Jada Patalesio. She just couldn't
Western
hang on to
Australia
it.
with another chance.
So right on the attack are Western Australia now, and they're going to opt to have their scrum feed centre field also. Try and open up attacking options on both sides. Comes left to Tyria, and ball out the back, and it's been spilt on play one as well. So a little bit of a scrappy period here for both sides, just struggling a little bit with their handling. Both coaches looking to just set a message out to earn the right to play the footy, and then leaning on offloads all of the time.
Seven's good out of the scrum.
And this is Gun to eye. She's been very good. She's got a lot of speed at the fullback for Victoria. Jada Palesio. And Mania Cooper. Really good run again, just getting her team on the front foot as she's done all throughout this game. Was left to Teo Lu'umanu. And great pass there, and in some space is Taleo. Taleo's got some support. Lu'umanu backing up on the inside, and they're going to score the first try of the second half here.
Under the post.
Summer Lu'umanu out of Westall Secondary College. It was really nicely worked, that particular play. Went half back to 5'8", And the cutout ball hit Mona Talio on the chest, and she went straight through. And as all good halves do, Summer Luamanu just backing up on the inside. She wasn't there, the try's probably not scored. And certainly the easiest kick for Tiana Teo of the day. 11 metres out right in front. I think Backer to knock this one over.
16-0 becomes 18-0.
Misses it to the left-hand side there. Might have put a little bit of commentator's curse on poor Tiana there, so I'll put my hand up for that one. Sorry, Tiana. So score is going to be 16 points to 0 with around 12 and a half minutes left to go in this final pool clash of day one. The girls under 18s.
They're very slow coming back now, Western Australia.
Just trying to replenish the energy stores. Wind up defensively here and try and force an error. See if they can't hit back on the score sheet. So comeback's not out of question here, but they certainly would need to be the next to score, and they'd want to be going up in sixes each time. And try scorer Luamanu takes the kick off and picked up and dumped in a really good tackle. It was Kaya Tani that was in that carry. Agatogia. And this is Nemo. Inside the WA half now. Couple of plays still up their sleeve. Ball comes to Teo. Teo out the back to her fullback in Guntuai. Guntuai picks up Patalesio. And she's brought down just short of the 20-metre line. Weatherby back into where the ball had somewhat just been played in behind the ruck. And she can't go any further than about 12 metres out. Last play here, and Sakaria out of dummy half, trying to fight away through. Last play, I'm not sure if she knows it's the last. And I don't think she did know it was the last, but a change over there. So WA do enough defensively, but a really strong set, plenty of metres gained by Victoria there. As you see the little halfback for WA. Iria, and it's very slow play the ball on that occasion. Just lacking a little bit of direction here, WA. As Isabella Hopping flung to the ground 12 metres out from her own line. 3 plays gone now. Loader goes for the early kick. Gets more height than distance, and it's taken 30 metres out from the line by Gordon, and Gordon's going to set sail for the corner. She's got some speed, and Kiana Gordon. Oh, she's just put her foot into touch. Desperation shown there by the little number 14, Isabella Hopping for WA. Gets across there and just does enough to push Kiana Gordon over into touch. So it's going to be a play the ball for WA. 10 metres out from their own line. Thought for all money she'd scored there, but foot on the line, says the touchy.
And it would have been a great try, that one, because she put in a huge effort.
Great try saver though. Oh, picked up and dumped. Nothing coming from the referee. Tyria, and out the back here ends up with Loader. Caitlin Loader again. She's hard to pull down, but they do a number on her on that occasion, and jumping out of dummy half here to Haka Karena. Kick coming here, up and under, allowed to bounce by Gun 2i, and she skips on the outside of players again and just breaking free of tackles, and eventually she's dragged down by Tyria. And out of dummy half, Sakaria. Change just being made with the starting number 9, Toa, coming back on for Victoria. La Umanu straight through again. Dummies on her outside and goes straight through. Sells the dummy beautifully to the fullback there, and she's going to get a double here. Sama Luamanu. Just slice through then. Really nice sleight of hand shown by the number 6 for Victoria. And she gets a second half double.
It looks like she's trying to come off now, so put a big effort into that one.
6.5 minutes on the clock. And she is going to come from the field, Sama Luamanu. She's shown some really nice play. Good ball skills shown. And Kayana Gordon coming back on. And she's got one. Tiana Teo converts from right in front, pushing the score out to Victoria 22, leading
Correct.
Western Australia 0. A very slow walk back to halfway here for WA. Just probably wondering where they go to from here. Tyria, the little number 7 for WA, still trying to fire up her troops, get them to finish this game strong and head into tomorrow with their tails up slightly. Shortish kickoff, anybody's ball. Coming forward to eventually claim it there was Pat Talesio. Tito to the middle here, and it's Loader and Leach. Loader and Marto that make that tackle, and up through the middle here, good solid run. Slow to her feet though is Kayatani, and this is Diaz. Diaz, straight through goes Diaz, looking for support. She comes to the fullback and pushes away, still going Diaz, spins out, still going Diaz.
Unbelievable.
What a try that is by Paige Diaz. And she brings it around under the posts.
Does that stand out or what?
That's a 50-metre run from the back rower, and I think in that passage of play she would have broke 6 or 7 tackles. Great work from Paige Diaz. She could not be denied, would not be denied. They kept coming, the Western Australian defenders, but she just kept pushing away from them. Showed great balance to spin and managed to stay on her feet to eventually crash over. And
Under the post, they took it all the way in.
she brought it all the way around. And put it down as easy as you like, as Teo from right in front has missed another one, unfortunately, Tiana Teo. But Victoria really commanding win this one.
26 points to nil.
26-0 with less than 4 minutes on the clock, nearing the final 3. And WA in no hurry to get us back underway here, still camped underneath the uprights. So just a reminder that there is no time off in these fixtures unless of a serious injury. So they've been dominant. We've seen, so 3 out of 4 games has been a dominant winner in the pool matches for the girls under 18s of the Australian Secondary Schools Rugby League Championships. It is obviously day one though, Daryl, so teams can gel a little bit more as the carnival continues to progress. And hopefully, as we see a kick-off here from Loda and straight into the clutches of Patalesio. And she's brought down 30 out from her own line. Ball goes to Tio and bumping away here, so good run there from Asiata. And this is Nemo. We'll play it on halfway. Manages to straighten up her play the ball there. Markers are a little quick. Tio crabbing across field. Tio's going to go straight through now. And she comes to the fullback. Had her hair pulled. Still going though, Tio. The referee's going to pull it up. I don't think it was intentional there by...
It'll probably go on report though.
And it will go on report, that one, the hair pull. She put her hand up straight away. She apologised, but unfortunately the damage was done. And Tiana Tio going to just tap things and get on with it. Referee not quite ready yet. So inside the last minute here, Victoria looking to put an exclamation mark on this victory over WA. Already leading 26 points to nil. So they come down the short side here. And Tio's got it and she finds it. And they're going to find the line again, are they? Oh no, she's going to be held up. Great desperation shown there. The Sakaria going for the line. But they managed to get in underneath her there and hold her up. Great work. Hakura, as this will be the last play. Tio puts the fend out and she's eventually brought down right in front of the uplights. So it is a comprehensive win for Victoria over WA, 26 points to nil. Seen some great tries, and that's going to wrap us up for the girls fixtures here in Bellingen. Make sure you stay tuned as we're about to lead in.